Oh, yeah. Once you've had Rick Rack, you'll never go back. The ultimate motorcycle luggage rack solution. Forget those messy straps and bungee cords. Go strapless with a Rick Rack quick attach luggage system and quality bag. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Get hooked up now. Sturgis Ride and Meetup announcement, guys. We're going to be doing this a lot as we move towards August 13th, 2020. Outside Sturgis, planned from 9 to 6 p.m. Requirements: mid-level patron or above to attend and be involved with the event. You must be signed up as a mid-level patron 3 months prior to the actual event as a contributing member. So that's by May 13th, 2020. You must be a mid-level patron above. The deadline to sign up for the event, June 1st, 2020 at midnight Pacific Standard Time. That's right. You must. You absolutely must. Signing up at the, there's a calendar event in the private Facebook group. Signing up in that doesn't mean anything. It will not get you access or approval to attend the event. You absolutely must go to lawabidingbiker.com/2020 meetup. That's lawabidingbiker.com/2020 meetup. You must fill out all the required details. The form, you must sign it. You must submit it. Now, after you do that, please go to your email inbox and your spam folder. You're going to get 2 emails, and one of them often ends up in your spam folder, spam or junk folder. You're going to get an email confirming that you've signed up for the event and a response. And the second email will be asking you to confirm and opt into an email list. You must be on that email list, and you must opt in. That is how we are going to communicate with you all the nitty-gritty details, so that you're privy to the information you need and that you've been approved for the event and all that kinds of stuff. So there you go. Make sure you do that. And please do not sign up unless you fully intend to go. A ton of planning, expenses, and efforts are going into this event, and it's based on our anticipated attendance. It's going to be a great event, a great ride, and again, outside the Sturgis area there. So get over to that sign-up form. Again, just because you said you're going to attend in the private Facebook group via that calendar, I don't even look at that. It doesn't matter. That was just to advise you. And in fact, that particular form tells you right there, this is not where you sign up. And there's a link to tell you where you actually officially need to sign up. Hey, Bikeaholics, Zero 3D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley-Davidson and a brand new line for the all-new Honda Goldwing named Gold Strike. Top quality, affordable chrome lighting and comfort products. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of Zero 3D products. Shall we do this, Oscar?
Oh, yeah. I'm already doing it over here in this chair.
Part 2 of 2. We're diving in deep on off-road adventure riding, dirt trail. Where do I even need to start, Oscar?
Oh, let's just start somewhere.
Oh my God. Welcome back, you freaking Bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority, the Big MM, also known as the
99%.
Large and in charge of the motorcycle scene more than any time in history by being here, by listening in podcast format, watching the YouTube channel, whatever you do, by being involved. You are part of what we call the biker revolution. Oscar missed it.
The hashtag. The hashtag. The pound sign.
Oscar, we do have just one question for the audience before we get started. What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics?
Dang it.
Mount up. Let us take you on another wild
I was so close.
Ride.
I was close.
You
I was
weren't
there.
Close. Nope.
It wasn't close?
You weren't even close. Not even.
I wasn't close.
Not even warm.
Not even. Oh, man.
Ryan Erlacher here.
Blow it?
Your host of the Law Abiding Biker podcast. Jeez. And of course, your
high-tech redneck.
There you go. Nice. He nailed one. He's in the studio for part 2 of 2. And as you can tell by part 1 of 1, Oscar's got a ton of knowledge in this area. Now, if you haven't tuned into part 1, this is a 2-part series. This is part 2 of 2. You won't even understand why we're talking about what we're talking about unless you go back and listen to part 1 first, and then it'll give you, it's a good foundation. It builds up to what we're going to talking more in depth about here and getting to some, a bit of different questions. And
it's all about the build-up, bro.
The build-up. That's the way we do it.
Oh, yeah.
And the main topic is to finish up. I want to get into off-road dirt, trail, and adventure bike riding. Where do I even start? And yeah, so we've already done a couple episodes, 189 and 190. Make sure you go listen to them. Adam, who rode in Alaska, came down and helped us with those episodes. And that's the the real deal adventure riding. Again, 189 and 190. And we hope to have Adam back down because he just got back from the Yukon riding up there again. And so hopefully we can get him back on the show. It was a 14-day trip, that he took on his BMW 1200 GS to the Yukon territory. So there you go. Those are some exciting episodes. Yes, sir. So let's do this. Let's new free video real quick. Oh no, we did that one last time. I need to go down here, Oscar. See what happens there.
I don't know how you keep track of all that.
I don't, as you can see. All right, video, how to remove the gas tank on an Indian motorcycle touring. That's right. If you want to remove that gas tank, we got you covered in a very detailed free video on our YouTube channel. I will put a link in the show notes, lawabidingbiker.com/ and whatever episode this number, or lawabidingbiker.com/ Indian-gas-tank-removal. All right, now, you know that we love our sponsors up front.
Yes, we do.
The following people also make these very episodes possible, which is why they're getting them so early.
Paul Jungers, we're not sure where Paul's from, but thank you, Paul. Michael Hartman of Sand Springs, Oklahoma, and James Parker of Whereabouts Unknown.
Finishing off, Jonathan Hawley of Silo, Ohio, Walt Novinger of Apache Junction, Arizona, top tier, Brandon Southern of Kearney, Nebraska. lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patreon. That's right. Pledge a certain amount per piece of content. No risk to you because you can put a monthly cap. There are benefits such as the private Facebook group, t-shirt, stickers. You can get, access to live video broadcasts and chat. You get episodes like this months before everybody else. You get, like up front of this episode, you get access to the live or the meetup events and rides. And our top tier get access to those awesome premium for purchase videos upon request. And we just love our patrons, and we're looking forward to the 2020 meetup event to meet a lot of you in person, shake your hands, and personally thank you for your support. It's our way to thank you. So there you go. We're going to dive back into our main topic, and we got a long ways to go. Couple text messages. If you'd listen, hopefully you listen to them back to back. But coming off that, we had asked because Big Daddy was supposed to be here, but he was ill and fell ill and could not be up here. And so he was in the chat and listening live. But what kind of bike did he end up getting? He's had several off-road dirt trail riding bikes, but this is his newest one.
Oh, it's coming. Hold on. What is?
Oh God!
Oh,
dude.
Whoa! Hold on. It'll just take a second. Oh, we're on video, aren't we? No.
Just keep working the tip. It'll happen. Work the tip.
Ricky got a
ridiculous.
KTM 525, a 525 EXC.
See, these model numbers get just piss me off.
The
after a while.
XCs and the
Let me look at it here.
it's a dirt bike.
So it's not even road legal.
No, it is. I think the XC's road legal, but it's more dirt bike.
Show me
Go
where
to
it is.
enduro. It's in the enduros.
Enduros.
Yep. EXC right there. Oh, which one, Ricky? The XCF?
He's not even on here now. We're not live.
Oh, that's right. Damn it. I bet you it's the 6 days because that's the one built for those long distance races. That one you're on right there.
Okay.
But it's not it's not a 525. I don't know. But it's a dirt bike. That's the one.
What did he tell you? He didn't give you the full model name?
No. Well,
text him back.
All right.
Say which exact
That's the
model.
one my buddy just bought.
But this is an enduro, which is more of a off-road, on-road, right?
That is okay. So in the enduro class,
Oh Jesus!
right? You have
This is
more.
crazy.
That's more oriented towards off-road, and then you have some enduros like the DRZs. They look like dirt bikes. They're a little more road friendly. They're not
Okay.
quite so. That's hardcore off-road.
Yeah.
Some of the XCs and like the CRFs. That's hardcore off-road, like out the slab or
Right.
not so much slow forested single track. You could,
Right.
but more like what you see there. And that guy's
Okay.
riding in the mountains, it looks like. So it's a mess. This adventure bike thing is
Now you know why I didn't just
exploded.
want to dive in, dude.
Well, I
'Cause
mean,
it's-
yeah, true.
You go.
Look at that thing. Look at
You
those
go
goofy
through
mirrors.
bikes and stuff. This is it.
Yeah.
That's what he got.
No. That's just the EXC 500, the 6 days. So
Okay.
you got to understand there's races like Rimrock's race where it's like a 30-mile race. My buddy that I rode with, he rides these like 50 to 100-mile just off-road races. So
that's what this is, the 6 days?
I think that's what that was designed for, is this some race somewhere that goes on forever.
Okay.
But it's a race. It's a race. And it's off-road. You know, it's not like the street.
Right.
It's off-road race that is distance, like hundreds of miles or whatever, versus being on a track and doing 30 circles.
Yeah.
So, like...
That can't have that big a tank.
No, because you stop and refill.
Okay, they have refills.
You have to, yeah, absolutely. It's probably got a 2.5, 3 gallon tank. Okay. And off-road, when you're constantly, you're like 25 to 35 miles to the gallon. So you can probably, my buddy's Husky, he does those races, and he gets... I think he said he can go about 90 miles racing.
Okay.
So then he's got to refill.
Okay. That's not
what Ricky's bike looks like. So
that's what he did get, the 6 day?
Well, I asked him. He sent me
okay.
Oh, it's a 2003. So there was no 6 day.
Oh.
Back then. That's a new bike.
So he got an used one.
Older used one, yeah. Which is cool.
Right.
It's like I bought a used KLR. The KLRs are pretty cheap.
Yeah. We don't need to look it up. We get it. The idea, right?
Yeah. It's just like that.
God,
you get a used bike for, a relatively good price, and you don't get hurt. I'm not going to lose any money on that KLR.
Right.
Unless I sold it right now, and then I would probably lose $400 or $500.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw like a 2007. I bought a 17. I saw a 2007 on Craigslist for like $3,500.
A KLR.
Yeah. And I paid just $5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to lose any money on it. That's the beauty of the used bikes. No more KLRs. They quit making them in 18.
They did?
Yeah, no more. Oh. Yeah, no more XR 650R.
So the KLR went out of...
It's gone.
Kawasaki just axed it?
They axed it. I think
with that popular of a bike? Because it was like an entry level. It seemed like a lot of guys got
a lot of guys, because they're cheap.
What did they replace it with?
No one knows. Either I think the Versys or the Super Tenere. So now...
Oh my God.
So the next category up from the Enduro, from the KLR, is the... V-Strom. So the V-Strom is really more street, but it's a 650, so it's not quite as heavy as the big bikes like the 1200s and stuff.
This is a KLR 650 this year.
That's not new.
Oh, it's not?
No.
It's on there.
It's an 18. You can buy them. They're still sitting on the floor.
You're sure this is an 18?
The last one I saw brand new was an 18. See, look, 2018.
Why would they kill that?
Scroll down.
If it was doing that good.
Emissions.
No shit.
It's a carbureted bike. You can't control emissions on a carbureted bike. And there's
most of these are fuel injected that we're looking at?
No, that's why they're going away. The KTMs are fuel injected, but
that's why all these, even the Honda is going away. All these XR 650Ls they're all going away.
The carbureted ones are going away because emissions.
No shit. Are these carbureted? The Honda 650L?
I imagine probably, yeah. I can't imagine that has a computer on it. The DR 650, I doubt it has a computer on it.
So the KTMs are fuel injection.
Yes.
I don't know why. I have no basis for it, Oscar. But the more we talk, and it kind of before too, I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm leaning towards KTM, and I don't know why.
So for me, it was money.
Okay, you're right.
It was money. The KTM, I agree with Ricky, and he told me this up front. He said the KTM...
I don't have a basis for it. I'm just an idiot.
It's a better...
I used to have buddies that had KTMs, and I like the looks of them. Honestly, other than that, I have zero basis to even be talking on this mic about it, It's
a better bike. The suspension's better. They're fuel injected.
So there is some basis to it. I just don't know what the basis is.
Money.
Right.
I paid $5 for like, I don't know. Say you want to get the new KTM 690. They're about... What, 15,000?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I do want a KLR.
You want to bounce that off a tree? Here's 15 grand. Bong.
See, and that's the problem is I don't know, but you can get maybe an used one.
No, that's the problem.
Oh.
They're so new that there's not really that many used ones out. Because
there's KTM's been around forever. You're talking about these models of KTM.
Yes.
Right. I had a buddy that had a KTM like 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah, no. The dirt bikes have been out forever.
Okay.
The dirt bikes and the Enduro, like that EXC. These... adventure bike style, even the smaller ones are new.
Gotcha.
So you're not going to find too many used.
And that we're going to call that the travel?
Yes. So like the guy I bought the KLR from, he sold the KLR because he bought a KTM 790, which is their adventure bike.
That's a big bike, huh?
It's the same weight as the KLR.
Oh.
With fuel injection.
In a 790.
In a 790 with fuel injection, with ABS, with rider adjustable suspension.
Oh,
it has traction control. And
no shit.
You can turn the ABS off in the dirt. So a ton of features.
Wow.
Actually it's 20 pounds lighter. So it's a little bit lighter.
That is crazy.
But it's double the price. guys like the KLR because you can probably fix that carburetor in the forest if you really need
right.
to, right?
That's one of the things about carbs.
But if the ABS sensor
why
on
guys
your
love them.
KTM goes out, maybe no go.
Correct.
That's what happened to, you got to watch The Long Way Down. It's like 8 hours long, right?
Jesus.
But Ewan McGregor and Charlie, what's his last name? I can't remember. They're buddies. You know Ewan McGregor is a movie star.
Yeah.
Actor.
I'd have to look him up.
Okay, anyway.
I'll recognize him.
The movie, so they took adventure bikes across the world.
Okay.
And one of the things that happens, one of the guys lost an ABS sensor like in Mongolia, in like a village. not in a city.
You're not going to talk to the village guy, hey, can you whip up a new ABS sensor for me?
The village, the dude, I don't remember how they fixed it. Anyway, so it's a toss-up. Like the KLR is super basic. There's nothing really that's going to fail.
Right. That is something to be said about that.
But right. So I don't know
but they're not making them.
They're not making them, and they're hard to find used.
What
super hard to find?
What do you
used.
get now instead of a KLR?
Nothing.
If you're going Kawasaki.
I don't think they replaced it. Well, that's why I say either the Versus or the Tenere, but the Tenere is in the bigger category of bike.
Where do I even find that?
It would go to motorcycle, and then go to adventure.
Versus.
Well, yeah, I think the Versus is going to be it. Don't they? Who makes the Tenere? Is that Yamaha? Oh, maybe that's Yamaha.
I don't know.
Maybe the Versus. Go to the Versus.
Okay, go to this tab right here.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
I see. So that looks kind of like.
See, those look more like the Venture that I think of, but that's not for, these aren't for extreme like trail riding.
Why?
Oh, they're not. They are.
I don't know.
Oh,
you could put a knobby tire on anything, right? Or wherever you want. That's a 300. That's pretty small and pretty light.
It's not bad. It's coming in at 54.
It looks kind of like the KTM.
Right.
I think that's going to be their next adventure bike.
And then there's the 650.
Look
which
where
you
the
could jump up. That's coming in at 8,200.
Yeah, that's about right.
So this bike here would be a good
maybe.
It
depends on the weight and stuff.
Well,
but here's the thing.
God, you're killing me, Schmalls.
I mean, okay, so here's the bottom line.
Because I don't know what to get now. I'm so freaking confused.
Here's the bottom line. I can tell you what kind of riding I'm doing that I like. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you that the 430-pound KLR is about as heavy as I would go.
430.
The KTM, so my KLR has
Let's look up the Versus 650 to give it an idea.
Right. How much does it weigh?
Let's see. Overview. Let me know if you see specs. The 650 LT.
Oh, I would do the ABS. Specs.
2020 view and specs. This is the 650 ABS Versus.
So it's close, yeah. I think that's a street bike, but
is it a street bike?
I think it is. I don't know.
It looks like
their website sucks.
Is it a street bike?
I mean, I think it's supposed to be kind of look at that guy right there. They show him like in the mountains. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's like it reminds me of the Beamers,
Right,
the 12,
exactly.
I mean,
and that's why
but you still ride those on gravel, right?
Yeah. That's why I brought up the V-Strom. Same category as the V-Strom.
Okay.
Like, all right. You could probably put a dirtish tire on there and ride it in the Forest Service roads, but
God.
It's like the thing with the big heavy bikes, all the 1200s, even into some of the 800s. I wanted the flexibility when I rode up a Forest Service road. If I thought I kind of want to check out that Jeep trail, that I could. I wanted a bike that could.
Right.
But like, I wouldn't take a 1200 up that Jeep trail.
Okay.
Because if it goes over,
right,
you're stuck.
Right.
I mean, we can my buddy gave me this strap, like it's 2,500 pound test and a little pulley. You can make your own little hand winch, right? If you need to, but the bikes are hard to move around.
Yep.
And so for what we would do around here, those 650s are great. They're just, the KLR is a little heavy. I get the extended gas mileage range, but once again, I'm probably not going to ride that to Alaska. I don't think I will.
Right.
But then if I get I don't know, the new,
what would you do if you were going to go to Alaska and you had the money?
The new,
that's a good question.
GS 750. So the GS is a kind of pared down, so BMW GS.
Hang on.
There's the GS and the GSA.
BMW GS 750?
I think they've got a 700 or 750. You can just go to BMW's website. So the GS is a pared down version of the GSA. The GSA is the big bike, bigger gas tank, better suspension. The GS
but
is
more road.
No, just heavier.
Just heavier.
Yeah, for guys that are doing a little more technical stuff, maybe you want to do the.
Okay.
Anyway, so
here's the 1250 GS.
The 1250 is heavy. The 850 is what I would buy. If money were not an option, I would probably buy that.
So find it here.
That one right there.
Right
no,
here.
the 750.
Where is it? Right here.
Yep. That 750's got like 80 horse. Ricky's bike's got a lot of horsepower. The KTM 790's got like 80 or 90 horse. My bike's got 40 horse.
Okay.
So for the same weight, you get double the horsepower. Makes a big difference. The reason it makes a big difference for anyone that's...
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
The reason that power makes a difference is because one of the things that gets you out of trouble is getting the front end up. Getting up and over. Because
Obstacle
once that front end buries in the mud or it buries in the rock and you go down. So the GS and that GS 750, I think, is a twin. So the motor's a little different than a single cylinder like a Thumper, but
starting in at 10,300.
Yeah. And it's brand new. So it's not like I can go get a used one. So for the power and weight,
right?
But look how it looks more like a street bike.
Yeah, it does. And you're okay.
So it's hard to say. Like, I don't know. That's
you're telling me though that you would buy this 2019 if money weren't an option. Okay. You're telling me you would sell it. Let's just say you just say this. You go buy this 2019 F750 GS BMW. You're telling me that would replace your KLR and you would take it everywhere that you take your KLR right now.
It's either that or pull up the Africa Twin.
Yeah. Honda makes that?
Yeah. They're heavy too. They're big and heavy. They're a little more dirt worthy.
I hear a lot about these bikes.
They're even the only one. So they started making them in 2016.
Okay.
And the only used one I found was 8,500. And it had 19,000 miles on it. They make a DCT version, a dual clutch, basically an automatic.
Oh,
I just couldn't do it.
No,
I couldn't do it.
No.
So
base price 14, base 14,399.
And I'm looking at their Adventure Sport ES's. The base price is 17,000.
It's expensive. I know for something that
you're gonna bounce off a tree or tip.
I'm
over
not
on
doing
a
it full
rock.
time. I'm still riding my Harley cross country and stuff. I'm just going out my back door to go see some mountaintops. But if you were going to do this, but my question is, you're telling me that you can take this Africa Twin or the BMW GS 750, and these would be as far as we know, a direct replacement, and you could go everywhere that your KLR could go, that you've gone so far, and you'd be fine.
Probably. I mean, I don't
see my confusion.
Well,
that's why I get stressed. I'm like, no, I don't. Why wouldn't you? I get it. It's more expensive, but I mean, you're telling me you would rather ride this to Alaska. Why? Why would you rather ride the Beamer?
A little more comfortable for that kind of mileage.
Okay.
I haven't gotten over 200 miles, and that one I went 180. That was the longest ride on the Kawasaki, and I was like, but it was monkey butt because I was riding in the rocks and I was sweating.
Okay,
and I was wearing cotton jeans.
Yeah.
So I think I could probably get 300 or 400 miles out of that Cowie if I had highway pegs that I could put my feet out front.
Dude, that's long on that bike. I'll just tell you, I haven't ridden it that far, but damn.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm thinking about some of our Harley days, riding cross country. Those are long days on a Harley, let alone that damn bike, dude, with no little fairing. And oh my God, sounds horrible.
I don't know. It's fun. It's light, but I'm not going to go over 75. So let's just say I didn't have money, or I did have a bunch of money and I went out and bought this yesterday. You're telling me I can take this and be fine everywhere you've gone and enjoy it. What's the weight on it?
I know these are hard questions, but these are the questions that confuse me. Let me go down and find the specs on it. Data and equipment.
I'm looking at the Africa Twin right here.
Okay. See, that's why I told you to keep your laptop.
Yeah.
It is, let's see.
Some of these websites suck.
I know it. They all set them up so different. 853cc.
I'm going to do the Africa Twin ES. That's their more expensive bike. Tubeless tires. Huh? Anti-lock brakes. It's an 1100 basically. Doesn't say how much it weighs.
I know. I'm looking for that too.
So it's hard to find sometimes on some. I looked at some, like KTM is terrible for that. Oh wait, here.
Maybe they don't want you to know.
They can screw off then.
Unladen weight. So road ready, fully fueled, 493 pounds on the BMW So
750, right?
750 GS, 493 pounds fueled.
Okay, see if I can find curb weight on the Africa Twins 501.
So it's a little bit heavier. But we're within 10 pounds here. So
the Beamer's got 4 gallons. The Africa Twins got 5 gallons. The KLR's got 6. I could cut the weight down if I only put 3 in it.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah.
Okay, so
how much does your KLR weigh?
It's 430 wet.
So this is 493 for a lot more comfortable bike.
Well,
I don't know.
You can put a probably more comfortable seat on it. It's not a dirt bike seat. My KLR came with a dirt bike seat.
Right.
This one, the BMW, the Africa Twin, has got kind of a dirt bike-ish seat. So here's the thing. I would not take a 500-pound bike on some of the stuff I've done.
That's what I'm asking.
But doing some of the stuff because of the bike I have.
Yes.
And okay, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't ride a 500-pound bike the way I've ridden the Kawasaki on some of the stuff I have.
Okay.
Partly too because I'm at $18,000 for that top of the line Africa Twin.
Yeah, that's spendy, man.
Right. I wouldn't bounce
You'd have to be doing that full.
Right.
Like that, you wouldn't have a Harley and be doing street riding. Like that's your deal.
Right.
Kind of like what we spent on Harleys. That's our deal. This is secondary.
Yeah,
so we're going cheaper on this end. Yeah.
And if I crash my Cowie,
right,
I'm not out that much money and it can sit and I can fix it later. Mm-hmm. But it's an $18,000 Africa Twin or a $15,000 Beamer.
Yeah.
That's tough. So as a second bike, which is a day ride only, these 650 single cylinders start to make a little more sense.
Yeah, I get it.
They're light enough. The DR's lighter. The Suzuki DR 650 is lighter, but has a smaller gas tank. And I think the XL, the 650, XR 650L, the Honda, is lighter for the same reason. It has a smaller gas tank.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, but they're totally rideable for some distance. So for you and I, not a big deal. And then you can put a little more aggressive tires on it. And because you're not going to go through them as fast. And you can still go places in the dirt and mud.
Right.
You get into the big bikes, that Moto Guzzi my friend has, the 1200s. Those are like dedicated distance bikes that you can put a kind of hybrid 90-10, like a 90% street, 10% tire on it and go through the gravel.
Forest Service roads and whatnot.
And maybe a logging road that's not muddy.
See, that's what I kind of think of the Beamers, like Adam rides.
Right.
Like that's what they're for, right?
That's what
they're not for trail riding and stuff.
Right.
They're for, hey, we're in Alaska and now we've got 10 miles of gravel road and we're going to get through it just fine.
That's can you and should you.
Right.
Because some dudes do. Some guys, I don't know how you can jump like the big Beamers, but I've seen videos of guys riding those big Beamers, not fully loaded, but guys riding those big Beamers out in the Baja trails and they're hauling ass. I mean, they're just going crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Dude, we rescued, I didn't go, Wes went this summer on a KLR 650, fully loaded, bags, everything, stuff strapped on top, up somewhere up there.
Who was strapped down?
This dude these guys riding this bike. They were doing that Washington back road.
Oh, gotcha.
Coming over Bald Mountain on a okay Forest Service road, fully loaded, bags and everything.
Yeah.
And he crashed going down this hill and broke his leg. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Right.
I don't want to ride anything other than straight up flat gravel, fully packed. It's just not right. The geometry on the KLR is not right with those bags in the back. So maybe KTM or BMW has the bags move forward, or maybe they stiffen the rear suspension to push the bike up. There's a company that makes like a swing arm. What's it called? It's like you turn up your torsion bars on an independent front end suspension truck. They're like a spacer that pushes the back of the bike up.
Oh, okay.
Right. So because you get the bags and it starts to sag and the front end comes up. So you push it up.
It evens it that way when it's loaded.
Yeah. And so if I was going to keep it, maybe I would make some improvements, but it's not going to be a distance bike. So
you're good with your backpack.
Yeah, I'm good with the backpack. I mean, you saw what I brought. I came over that day.
Right. Yeah.
I've had that backpack fully loaded, like stuffed full with water and stuff on the sides. And it's fine. Yeah. It's not a huge.
Now add a couple cameras in there, dude.
Well,
this is the problem.
So you can get a nice. So you
because I'm going to film some of these adventures we take.
Oh yeah, of course.
I got to film some of this stuff. You have to. Of course, I'll bring my smaller gear, but still, I got to have a little room for stuff.
You can put a top case, like you could even get a hard plastic one, even lighter, that it has a plate, so you can mount all kinds of stuff back there. Dudes mount milk crates and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, You can get a fairly rigid lockable top case, like a trunk.
Oh, that just goes on the trunk.
Yeah, and
not
you don't have
side
to get
bags.
Right. And then with your backpack, if
Right.
you really had to pack some gear.
Right.
The more I think, the biggest thing about the backpack is the water.
Yeah, right.
Other than that, and so I thought even maybe I'm going to say it, fanny pack.
Yeah, dude.
Fanny pack.
I want to see you in a fanny pack and a tube top.
If it's a technical fanny
tube
pack,
top.
it's a man bag.
It is a
It's
man
an
bag, yeah.
expedition man bag.
It's a Louis Vuitton. It's a Louis Vuitton fanny pack, so it's cool. All right, I love this. We're going to keep going. God, we're doing good.
Go so fast.
So just tell me this right now, and I think you kind of did, but let's say I don't get the KLR,
yeah.
okay? Because I'm kind of narrowing it down here.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not even saying I'm going to the audience,
you're
but
gonna
this
get
is,
something. You're gonna get something.
I'm going to get something in the spring. But let's say I don't get the KLR and I want to go with the KTM. What is my direct crossover that is the closest thing right now? And I know we can go old bikes and all that.
No.
And I'm probably going to get used. I'm just saying between a 18 KLR, because that's when they stopped making them.
Yep.
And something that's comparable. I know it's going to be more expensive, but a KTM.
Probably that 690. I don't think they had the 390 out yet. I think that 390 would be a cool bike.
Let me look here.
Go motorcycles.
Motorcycles.
This is a motorcycle podcast.
It is.
Travel.
Yep.
But I can't find the weight of that 390. But
Well,
honestly,
let me look. Because so the 390 down here, Adventure.
Yes.
All right. Did you find the weight on that?
I just said I didn't find.
Sorry.
I'm coming across this table in a minute, you spaz. And then you said, I'm going to find it.
All right.
They don't list it very well. And so, like, that's it. So I couldn't find the.
Don't you think it's got to be a lighter little bike?
It has to be.
And you're saying this would be a good bike for me?
Well,
what's it start at?
My only problem
What's
is
the price on this?
look where that
Biatch.
exhaust is hanging down.
What's the problem with that? Too low?
Yeah, like rocks.
Oh,
Like
no
I've
shit.
I've hit the KLR, like my pegs
Yeah.
on rocks. So anything where your boots are that hits on rocks, whatever's behind you is going to hit on the same rocks.
Dude, is that enough power? A 390 for me?
Well, that's the thing is you can't tell what they list the power in kilowatts.
Like,
They don't even list the power for the 390.
well, it's not a 390cc?
I don't know. I'm talking about horsepower.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm just talking about
It's a 390. Who knows what it is? It could be it could be, oh, there it is, 373.
yeah, see, it's 373
But that doesn't matter. Like
centimeters. Centimeters.
A CR250 race bike has more power than my KLR because weight matters. So my
yeah.
KLR's only got like 45 horse.
Right.
It matters where gearing and weight and stuff. So if that 390 was 100 pounds lighter and only
Here, engine. Yeah, I get it. I'm getting it with you. Yeah, so it's so much lighter that it has the more power.
I'm sure it has 60 or 70 horse because the 690's got like 80 horse.
Let me see. I'm scrolling.
I don't know why they put that down there. That's stupid.
Really?
Yes, that's stupid. You don't see too many dirt bikes or enduros or anything with exhaust down there.
Oh, here's chassis. See, that's going to give us a weight.
Okay.
I don't like how they do this website. They should just have it all.
Frame. Yeah, their website sucks.
Let's go down. Swing arm.
No,
Super frame.
subframe, suspension, triple clamp. That's great. Good. Oh, look, it has brakes. Neat. We don't care. 3.8 gallons. Now, that's kind of a problem, but if you get 35 miles to the gallon, you're in the 120 range capacity, you're fine. Oh, look, no weight.
My God.
Really?
Just
Here,
do
let's just-
weight of
the KTM, yeah.
and see if it'll take you directly to it. Weight of the KTM 390 Adventure. I like the looks of it. What would I do
too.
about you think that exhaust would cause me a problem though, huh?
Yeah. Yes. I think
Well, then that's a deal breaker.
yeah, maybe. I mean, I just like the idea of that bike. Other than that exhaust is stupid.
Yeah. Could you do some aftermarket?
If you can weld, you can do whatever you want.
Well, yeah, right. I don't currently have a welder.
It's coming out 390. Let's see. Hold on. I'm getting
Chassis,
there.
ergonomics, comfort. Yeah, it's funny that they don't just make it simple. It's
No, I know it's a terrible.
ridiculous.
Oh, it's in India. That's good. Oh, here. So 40. So it's only got 40 horse.
Oh,
It's 160 kilograms. Oh, and they spell curb, KERB. You got a converter. Isn't it double?
160 kilograms?
Yeah.
All right. So that would be 352 pounds.
Ooh, yeah. So maybe not. It's only 40 horse, 352 pounds. So my KLR's got like 45 horse and it's 430. So that would be a nice.
I'm lighter though, too.
Yeah. So that.
Right?
What are you saying?
That's before we eat pozole.
I'm real fat.
That's before we eat pozole.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
But I am, a buck 60.
So that would be a nice mild bike for you.
5'8".
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Like the
mild
KLR
bike?
doesn't. Yeah. Like you on a dirt bike with power, if you're not paying attention, whoosh, there you go. Right?
I did it many times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I did it all the time when I was a kid. And I'm like, Jesus, I kept going on my ass and my back, just wheeling it out from under me.
The bike's gone over there.
Yeah,
somewhere.
that happened multiple times.
The Cowie does not do that.
Slow learner.
Yeah,
The Cowie, I noticed because I reefed on it.
You just turn it and
it didn't even wheelie. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that would be, I mean, at 350 pounds, that's kind of heavy for a bike that small, but that would be a nice
Why do you
mild
think
bike.
it's that heavy for that size?
Because it's probably got some weight behind. I mean, it's got some metal to it.
But that's fuel injected and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So that'd be a good mild bike.
Yeah,
you think
right.
I'd be disappointed with the power?
That's the thing is I'm going to gear the KLR down because second gear is a little tall. And so I can get more out of second gear by going down a tooth in the front and up a tooth in the rear.
On your sprocket?
On the sprockets. And I think second and third gear will be perfect. I think second gear will be real usable in the dirt. Because right now, second gear, the top end is a little far away from first gear.
Right.
So it just depends on how that thing is geared. If it's geared for the street, you're going to be disappointed. If they geared it for some off-road riding, you might be pleasantly
But you could change
surprised.
that with sprockets.
Yes.
Right away.
Yep.
If you didn't like it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Who wants to do that?
Well, no, I would rather get something out of the box that's
I
ready
think
to
the
go.
690 you would like better.
The KTM 690?
Yeah, I think the 690. Now that I see the weight and power
Okay, no,
on
that's
that.
good. So now we know, let's go here to motorcycles and we will go down to travel. And we will go to the 690.
There it is.
Enduro R 690.
It looks
See, now it
like
looks
a
totally
race
different.
bike.
It looks like a dirt bike now.
And you could put it looks like it's got a plate for a top case in the back. I mean, if you really wanted to hang some saddlebags, I'm
Right.
sure KTM
I
makes
like the
it.
looks of this. What's this bike go for? Where's their prices? They don't do a good job on prices.
They're terrible. 55
I can't believe-
kilowatts. I don't know what 55 kilowatts in power means. It's got to be a lot. I think it's around 80 horse. There's a big difference. Electric start.
Oh,
Yes.
see, the other one didn't?
No, I did.
Oh.
But some of the bikes like the DR and the
Yeah.
XR kickstart, and they are a pain to kickstart. Like you don't just kickstart them.
I want to find out what the price of this is. I'm curious. So,
Here, I'll look.
yeah. It's crazy. Every other manufacturer
know.
has the bike they're starting at base price. And KTM
They're European.
feels like not playing
ding-dongs.
that way. You typing that in?
Yeah. The SMC. What model is that?
It says here 690 Enduro price. This is from Ultimate Motorcycle. Okay. 11,699.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So 55 kilowatts. Let me look.
Yeah, here it is. 690 Enduro. That was February of 2019. So that gives you an idea.
So about 75 horse. And
I think that's good.
that's a good.
That's
some good power.
Did you
And-
find the weight on this bad boy?
No, let me
See if
look.
we can find the weight on this one, and that'll give a good comparison. Now, you really can't find one of these used though, right?
You're not going to find one used. Oh, so look at that. That's the Duke. I don't want the Duke.
I've got like 90 tabs open on my internet.
I know. I see that.
This is ridiculous. I don't even know where I'm going. We're going to get to gear here in a minute, guys, and then we're going to keep going. But it's an interesting topic to just give you guys some ideas of you know, if this bike was geared right and
Wait a minute. Is that the Enduro?
and it's
R?
street legal, which it's got mirrors, it's got taillights and signals and all that kind of stuff. It's got the mirrors that stick straight up.
They're kind of stupid looking.
Those
Okay,
don't last very long. If you go down a couple times, they just break off.
Mine, I've had to make some repairs on these. I've tipped over a bunch. It's hard to tell if this is the same one, but it looks like it's the same one. 313 pounds. It's a single cylinder 4 strokes. That is badass.
That has lighter than almost the same as the 390. And now you're talking about way more
75 horses.
Yeah.
That's
a badass looking little bike.
That's it, dude. At 313 pounds.
I want one used though, but
it must be the 790 is like 400 pounds. So that makes sense.
Okay. So that would be,
I didn't know.
But now you're going from KLR price to
11,000
grand.
So double the price.
God.
But look at the front of that and tell me that you would ride that for 10,000 miles. I mean, there's no
negative
protection. You could ride. Okay. So
negative.
So gear. So then I found this Tourmaster coat. I bought a pair of Scorpion.
Are we just going to move into gear?
Well,
we can.
It kind of matters.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. So let's move into gear.
You take a bike like the KTM, like this bike we're looking at, the 690.
Before we go into gear.
Okay.
Before we go into gear, and then we will go into gear. Because
we haven't gotten off track hardly at all. I'm kind of disappointed.
That's because we're just cruising here, and I got so many questions yet. Hey, Bikeaholics, searching for new and exciting motorcycle products? 03D has the products you dream about for your bike. Check out their wide variety of innovative products for Harley Davidson and Honda Goldwing motorcycles. 03D's got your back with chrome and black parts, lighting, and comfort products. No modifying, cutting, grinding, or welding for an easy installation. That equals less time installing, more time riding. 03D has a design team of riders with over 40 years experience with a passion for design and innovation. Zero, Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. Pride themselves on great customer service. Got a question? Get in touch with them. Email sales@03d.com. Give them a call, 715-808-0027. Check out your local Harley or Honda dealership and ask for Zero or Gold Strike parts. A new leader has emerged, Oscar. So check out 03D's custom line of Gold Strike products for all the new Honda Goldwings. Better yet, support us. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of 03D products. There you go. So gear is important.
Well, yeah, right. Because we're starting to narrow it down for you maybe a little bit.
I want that bike.
It's a pretty cool. I'm looking at it here.
It's so badass looking.
It definitely more dirt oriented, right? It doesn't have the, I don't see a place you're going to mount an engine guard, although maybe. And then it doesn't look like there's a spot to put
what the hell
saddlebags.
An engine guard for, just for when it falls over?
Yeah.
Same thing.
I'm telling you, it saves your...
Okay.
I've fallen over many times.
Like our Harleys?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you saw how mine wrapped up kind of... No, our Harleys are like out.
I should have paid more attention.
They kind of wrap up at front anyway. But where are you going to... I'm looking at that. I'm like, where are you going to hang a saddlebag?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you can put a top case on that. But anyway... So unlike our Harleys, you are wide out in the open on that bike.
Mm-hmm.
So I just bought a used Tourmaster Transitions waterproof nylon coat, and then I bought some Scorpion nylon pants with the pads and stuff in them for riding my Harley, for rain riding and cold weather.
I have that stuff for my Harley.
Yeah, I ride it. I wear it. I don't care. I wear it. And what else you can? I mean, you can get adventure bike stuff.
Oh, really? It is different?
I know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think so.
But my Harley jacket, or expensive one, I have that Revit, is just as nice. That's a $500 coat.
But you don't want to tip over in the rocks in a braid.
And that's what I worry about. I mean, I'd rather just buy some cheaper
$80 Tourmaster coat and pants.
Especially because we're just doing this part-time right now. I'm not going to Alaska for 14 days right now.
Right.
I'm riding up in the mountains back.
But here's the thing. We can leave here, be 65 and beautiful, and get up there and have it be 40 and rainy.
No, that's why you need gear like that.
Yeah, right. So,
but you don't have to go full, not at first, especially because we're part-time.
Yeah.
We aren't going to be out for 10 days camping, and you got to, So it'll get us by for the day.
Yep. I'm wearing.
Did you just get that online, find some sales or something?
No, I went to Eagle Leather to look for these pants.
Oh, no shit.
They have a warm aligner.
That's a store over on the west side of the state.
Yeah. And so I had them. I bought them for the Harley because, we ride in these early and late season.
You bought what for the
Scorpion?
Oh, yeah. That's right. You finally went to textile like me. You've been dogging me for 10 years.
Just in the pants. I have the leather coat hanging over there. But,
gay.
But then I didn't want to wear my expensive Harley gear out and fall down in the dirt. So I just got on Craigslist and then I was just looking at motorcycle parts, and I found this used extra large Transition 2 series jacket for like $75.
Oh, nice.
Regularly, what are they, $200 or something?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't shut up,
Siri.
Stupid.
Don't tell Siri to shut up.
I hate Siri. But anyway, I just bought that because it's cheap. It's mostly waterproof. It's got the pads in them. I wear them on the shoulders and the elbows. I don't care. Some guys wear, like if this dude's wearing motocross race gear.
Right.
Like the buddy I ride with that's got the Husky, he wears motocross race gear with the big lace-up boots. I wear my 10-inch Danner Fort Lewis boots.
Okay. Wow.
Why not? I mean, they're great. That were my motors boots.
What picture are you looking at? You mean like motocross boots?
A lot of guys wear the Truon motocross boots.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, look up motocross boots.
Okay.
Here's the thing for adventure bike.
I know what they look like, but I need a visual.
There you go.
That's what you mean by full lace up?
No, they're not lace up. They're usually
Oh, well, you just said lace up.
No, I wear my Danners.
Okay.
Are lace up Danner boots.
Like these.
Those are
Rider
motocross boots.
Is that what a guy could wear for this type of riding? Okay.
Yeah.
These are motocross boots. Okay.
I wear the Danners because if I'm up in the mountains and I tip over like I did,
yeah, you can.
And
hike.
I have to walk, the Danners are better for walking.
I have a brand new pair of Danners that I bought years ago, and I haven't really used them for much.
I would. They're perfect.
They're okay on the pegs and stuff with the big heels.
They're great. I love them.
Interesting.
Yeah, no problem there. So I'm just wearing common.
My boots are taken care of.
Yeah, common stuff. You don't have to wear anything fancy.
Okay.
So I mean, the only thing I say about gear is like I don't always wear a coat. When I ride that Kawasaki, I wear the coat all the time. The first day I bought it, I didn't. I didn't really have anything yet. I took a couple rocks in the shoulder, and I'm like, dude, some big bugs in the chest, which I don't get on the Harley,
right?
Because the fairing.
Yep.
I'm like, I got to get a coat that I can wear all the time. And
it's just got zipper vents like my my touring,
just
Harley
like the
coat.
Revit, but cheaper. Yeah.
Right, but cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome.
And it's waterproof.
Waterproof. Yeah, I mean.
Water resist. Mine's fully waterproof.
No, it's waterproof.
Okay.
Some of the reviews I read, the guys were like, well, if you're riding a downpour for 6 hours, I'm like, okay, only rubber is waterproof in rain like that.
I would probably turn around.
Yeah, right.
If it was a torrential downpour like that.
Just get wet. It's fine.
Right, yeah.
But anyway, but it's that ballistic nylon. It's thick. So you take rocks and stuff in the chest. And if so, I'd forgotten my cousin and I, we used to have, roost wars. So if you're the dude in the back behind, he had a CR 500. Guess what happens on those knobby tires the minute you get on the gas, right? So just spray your buddy with rocks. It's great. It's what dudes do. So then I thought, okay, I better get a coat.
You better not do that to
I'm
me
going
on first
to,
day, dude.
Oh, I will. Probably fill your helmet with rocks.
And crack my fucking collarbone or something, dude.
I'll have to carry
I'm
you.
out.
I'll have to put you on the back and ride you
I'm out of adventure riding.
Tape us together. So, yeah, you don't need any fancy gear. I'm wearing an old Neotech helmet. I like the
Which is
modular.
interesting because Big Daddy and everybody else seems like, I shouldn't say everybody else, but the ones I see, they're wearing motocross helmets with goggles. Why? I mean, isn't that what you mostly see? What does your buddies wear? Motocross helmets with goggles and a visor.
My cousin wears a regular motorcycle helmet like I have because he just bought the XR.
Okay.
But yeah, my other buddy that wears motocross gear wears goggles, and I don't, after wearing the modular and the old helmet.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the old helmet with goggles and stuff, I like that modular. So
the Shoei, that's just an older Shoei Neotech
it was the
you had?
first gen, yeah.
Yeah, first gen, and I'll be retiring mine. It's,
Yeah, right.
after 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, so it's great. I can flip it up when we're riding slow and I need to look down or whatever, and then if I'm going a little faster, if we're riding some faster dirt roads or whatever, I can pull it down and leave the top up, or I can pull the shield down. It's great. Goggles, you're stuck with goggles, right? So
I guess
what else are you going to do? Either you have sunglasses or goggles and then an open face helmet. So with the Shoei, with the modulars, you have 3 levels, right? The thing up, the full face down with the visor up.
Yeah, right.
Or the visor down.
Yeah, no, I'm not against it. I just,
use whatever helmet you want. I mean, some of the dudes,
because Big Daddy, he wears goggles and motocross helmet, right? Okay.
I think. I don't know.
That's what I saw.
That's what I saw. That's what it looked like in the picture.
Yeah.
So you don't need any fancy gear for this day stuff like we're doing. I mean, the bike, that 690 looks awesome. There's no used ones, but I mean, yeah, that looks like a cool bike. But it's,
that's expendy, dude.
11,000
to start. That's why, the KLR looks more appealing to me.
To get started.
To see if I'm going to like this and continue it. And,
right.
God, but they don't make them anymore. What else would be, we haven't talked much about.
Look at the Suzuki DR 650.
Yeah, that's
you got the tab open up there. Go left. Left, left, right there.
Okay.
That's the DRZ 400. That's
street legal.
Those are all over. And they are a great trail bike. They have a ton of usable low end. They're a little sketchier on the road.
Okay.
But a guy I works with, he rides his all over the valley.
Does he?
Right? He just like, oh, I'm going to go to the store or whatever. He goes there. So, and they've got a top mounting spot for a top case back there.
Suzuki's website is the worst of all of them.
It's terrible.
I will tell you that right now.
The DRZ 400 is pretty light, but the DR 650s, I think, fairly light too.
The DRZ, this is the 400.
Yeah.
What do they start? What's the price here? Point on these
Those
bad
are
boys.
cheap.
Are they? See,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Is this something I should start with?
Go 6,700. That's a brand new.
Where do you
DRZ.
see the price?
Under?
Right there.
Yeah.
See, their website is horrible.
That's a lot of money for
6,700 brand new.
for a 400 though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, those,
But they've been
those are
making these for years.
Years.
So you can get an used one.
They switched to the DRZ recently. It used to be the DR. So you could find a DR 350, a DR 400, DR 650. They've been making them since the 80s.
Oh, okay.
They're super popular and they're super cheap and they're easy to maintain. There's not much to them. They're good bikes.
Are they fuel injected?
No, no, I don't think so.
So they're still going carbureted.
Yeah, but that's why I think they're going to be gone before.
Yeah, with fuel injected stuff. So this wouldn't be a bad bike for the KLR as a direct,
for if you're telling me I want to ride and do what you do, I'm saying that would be. I just bought the
good
KLR
starter bike.
I'm a few 100 pounds heavier than you are, and so the 400 guy said the 400 can be a little under. That's a little small.
The 400 is a little small.
Could be a little small for someone my size.
Okay.
So look at the 650.
Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't you? It's there.
Yeah, motorcycles, and we will go to they call it the
Dual Sport.
Dual Sport.
Van.
Dual Sport, the 650 right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what the price point is on it. So $66.99?
It's cheap.
That's not that much more than the Ford.
No.
What the heck?
I know. It's cheap, dude.
That's weird. So brand new Suzuki. And what's the weight on this thing?
No, I'm trying to find
Are
it.
you? I figured you were. Gallery specs. So we will scroll down.
Ooh, electric starter's good.
Length, width, height.
It's carbureted.
It's 366 pounds.
Oh,
curb
dude.
weight.
There you
curb
go.
weight.
Does it list the horsepower?
Light bike. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down. Let me know if you see anywhere horsepower.
Tires. Fuel tank. Hold on, go back up.
Yep.
So, 3.4 gallons isn't great,
Okay.
but
What's yours?
6.
See,
Yeah,
God.
See. But you lose, so, there's 30 pounds of fuel that you don't have.
Would I have a problem riding where you rode though with that small tank?
Well, mostly because of my skill.
Right. Well,
yeah,
I
that would be hard.
Right.
And so
Well, I guarantee that's going to be an issue. But the fuel, would I survive
no, yeah, you'd be fine.
with that small tank?
I mean, you've had a small tank for years.
That's true.
So
I'm used to small.
I don't see the horsepower anywhere.
I don't
Here, hold
either.
on.
Yeah, they don't list that a lot. The old horsey power. I'm looking. Yeah.
I'll get it here
But
in a sec. But
do you think that would be all right, huh?
I think that would be great.
Would you rather, if you, right now it didn't matter about anything, money, whatever, and would you rather have, if you were in my shoes right now, would you buy, the audience is like, Ryan, just, because that's
Just
what,
do it, you doofus.
Yeah.
Jeez, what are you waiting for?
what, would you buy the KLR 18 model brand new, or would you buy this brand new?
I don't know. I want to look.
Oh, don't tell me.
I want to find
get
the
in your mic.
horsepower.
You're not even talking in your mic.
Yeah, I have a loud voice.
There,
It's
there
fine.
we go.
It's not. Just don't worry about it.
That's what I'm curious about. Because now that we're talking about Suzuki's,
I can't find the horsepower.
the horsies,
That would matter because
why would they not list that?
I don't know.
Suzuki, pull your head out. You got a horrible site.
Stupid.
It's not, I mean, it's okay. It's just, yeah, but it's 664 cc single cylinder.
Even if it's not less than the KLR. I'm
single
sure
carburetor, Mikuni.
Yeah, Mikuni 40 mil. I'm sure if it's the exact same as the KLR, and I'm sure it's not less than 40 horse.
Right.
It's like what? Almost 100 pounds lighter.
Right.
So that by itself is a good deal.
So let's say it's the same horsepower. Back to my question. And Oscar right now is going to buy one of these. He's got cash to drop, brand new, a 2018 KLR or the Suzuki DRS 650S as it sits right there.
That's a tough call.
Is it?
If I had them, I might buy the Suzuki.
Really?
I mean, it looks like the KLR.
It does.
It's very similar in a lot of ways. The only thing we don't know is the horsepower, but it's lighter. That weight really
Let's say it was the
starts to
same.
add up.
Yeah.
If it's the same horsepower, I would probably get the Suzuki.
Okay.
I couldn't find any newer ones. In fact, I couldn't find any newer KLRs. This was like one of those things that came up and I'm like, I think I need to do this. Like,
no, you had an opportunity. I would have too. I'm saying in a perfect world.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean? I'm not
For the
dude.
price?
If I found a KLR tomorrow for the deal you got,
that'd be pretty,
dude. Yeah. I'm just generally asking, like, if there was no worries, no stress, don't worry about money, get whatever you want, you know, and there was no good deals and you're just like, I have this much money to spend. This is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one
for
right
that
there.
price point.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to find out the horsepower on that for me. Not right now, but
Look
after,
around.
look around when you get a chance to do some research and figure out about that. So, because that's quite substantially cheaper than the KTMs.
Yes. And so let's see,
You know?
3.4 gallon tank. The worst fuel economy I got was a day where it was real heavy off-road. And I think I got 39. A good day where I had an equal amount of like riding street to get there and then some open roads up there and then back was 45. So even at a 3.4 gallon tank, you're still in 140 miles.
Yeah.
So where are we going to ride 140 miles? We're not going to pass like a gas station.
So you think this one has a 3 something?
It said 3.4 gallons.
So 3.5. And you think how many miles a gallon do you think?
35.
So
at least.
35, 390. So
that's 105.
Yeah, 105. God, I'm glad I took math in school and paid attention. That's real hard. But yeah, 105. And you think that's doable for what you've done?
You keep a 5 gallon gas can full out here. You fill up. We ride. So we rode out through Barbecue Flats out here, Malloy Road and in North Weenass. We got up on top. We're riding this road that you could ride forever. We got to a point where right below us was at Elk Ridge, a gas station. 4 miles down this gravel road, we're on Highway 410 at one of those resorts that has a gas station. So had we needed to, we could have rode down and got gas, rode back up.
See, that's what's cool.
And then kept on
going.
going.
I see those guys when I'm up at Whistling Jack's come in all their gear and they have lunch and then they go back up and you're like, well, I don't even know where they're going. They sneak off into the wilderness. I'm like, that's bad. I've always envied those guys.
It's super cool. So 100. So my buddy
Suzuki, dude.
Yeah,
might be my bike.
There not that many used ones out there. The DR650s, they're a good bike, but they weren't a huge seller. For some reason, I think that KLR did a little better.
Yeah,
I have no idea why.
Do we even have a Suzuki dealer here?
Owens.
They'd have stuff like that in stock.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they
I haven't even seen this. I've never looked.
I didn't look at the 650, but they have dirt bikes and adventure bikes and stuff in there. So
okay.
That's probably a pretty cool, but you could probably get a used. See, here's the thing. There's
Not many
a
used ones,
DRZ, like an older, like a 2010 down at Owens for like $4,000. Why would I buy a bike
when you can get this for
6,700?
Yeah, 6,700, brand new 2020. That's retarded.
They really don't. They have a floor. Unlike our Harleys, the floor's dropping on our Harleys.
Yeah, right.
The floor on these kind of bikes is stable. It's been stable for years. They're just it's a niche market. They're valuable. They're simple. Dudes like them. They know, you don't find them with 60,000 miles on them.
Right.
You find them with 5.
Man.
So
yeah, that's very, very interesting.
So because they no longer make the KLR, and so you're either that Honda 650L or the Suzuki
and
DR.
The 650L seemed like it was a bit more expensive though, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't.
No, 69.
Here, hit the Explorer. Did they list weight and horsepower for it?
Oh yeah, I don't think we did that yet. Let's do that because that's a good point.
Because Honda's a reliable bike. They all are. The Cowie, the Suzuki, the Honda.
Let's do this because I do want to get the weight. That's good because then we'll have the full meal deal here. Hey Bikeaholics, are you searching for the easiest and quickest attachable luggage system for your motorcycle? Rick Rack has just what you're looking for. Forget all those frustrating straps and bungee cords that can come loose and slap your paint. Check out one of Rick Rack's awesome quick attach strapless luggage rack systems. This father-son team designed something really special. You can't find it anywhere else. Yep. And these guys ride, so they truly understand the needs of bikers. The Rick Rack quick attach system is strong, durable, and secure with a lockable system. Also, check out their full line of quality touring bags to accompany your quick detach system. Once you use Rick Rack, you'll never go back. What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics? Head over to the Law Abiding Biker Store and check out our full line of Rick Rack systems and bags. All right, let's check the Honda.
I'm going to be using my Rick Rack on our Sturgis trip. Can't wait.
I too. And this worries me about this off-road riding that I can't have on my storage,
I know.
dude.
Oh my gosh, woman.
I'm freaking out. I
You
know.
are freaking out. Oh, it's called minimalist, bro.
Dude, where am I going to store my tampons?
Dude,
tell me that
inside
right
your
now.
helmet. You know what? Strap them to the top of your helmet. You'll be fine.
Dude. All right. So
this is probably the most popular enduro bike on the market.
Really? What does it go for?
67.
So 67, brand new.
I might buy the
this,
Honda over
You
the
can't
Zuki.
find used ones of these, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't.
This bike's been out since the 80s. I had one. I had a
but
200.
it's something else model. It's not the XR650L.
The L is, you can't find the R.
So just XR6. Oh, okay. Just the X650L.
No. XR650R.
That's
longer.
That's the older one.
That's the R for race.
So when you're looking used in these, they're still street legal.
Yeah.
But they call them race.
No.
Okay.
The 650R, they're all over the place used.
Okay. But
Generally not street legal.
thank you.
The 650L, street legal. But there used to be an XL 650. These
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's just look at the XR.
But when I'm looking for used, am I going to find these bikes used
everywhere,
a similar whatever the model number is?
Freaking all over the place.
The pre model that before they came up with this. Okay.
Yeah,
so
you should be able to find this bike used from 10 years ago. This bike has been out forever.
Okay, and they're popular, huh?
They're super popular.
Specifications on the new on the brand new
waiting
XR650L.
Air cooled. So unlike the KLR, which has water lines, which can get punctured by rocks, and a radiator.
And it makes it heavier.
And it makes it a little heavier, but it also means slow, high heat trail riding doesn't get too hot.
Right, gotcha.
So there's, only 8.3 to 1 compression ratio. So the Zuki had 9.5 to 1.
Is that bad? Just lower compression.
Usually higher compression is a little more efficient, means a little more power, but it depends on the gearing, the transmission, the ratio of the sprockets.
God, you're so smart.
No, dimensions.
Okay, what? Sorry.
Down.
Keep going.
Right there. Nope. Up.
Dimensions.
Let's see. 2.8 gallons. Yuck.
It's only got a 2.8 gallon tank.
Look at the miles per gallon that Honda claims. Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah.
52 miles per gallon.
Is that awesome. Realistic? Or is that bullshit? That's if you're riding like a grandpa.
If you're riding like 35 on a Forest Service road, that's wide open and stuff. But 346 pounds.
It's only 2. Is that a deal breaker, dude? Is that a deal breaker for me? Because the Suzuki at least had 3.5.
Yeah, dude. So they're claiming it. That's tough. That's a tough one.
Tough, huh?
You can buy desert. They call them desert tanks, big ones, aftermarket stuff.
Oh, can you?
So yeah, that's one of those things.
Why would they make a tank that small for a?
Because they're oriented at trail riding. That's what they're for. Guys use them for like short commuting, like in Seattle.
Yeah.
I got to ride 10 miles.
That's not trail riding though.
No. But what they're really oriented for. That's why the KLR is considered the base model adventure bike.
Okay,
because of the gas tank.
Yeah.
These are really meant for
dirt,
throwing them up on the trailer, or
they just happen to throw a license plate on them so you can go to the grocery store and back.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
So 2.8 gallons sucks.
It's a deal breaker.
Yeah, it might be.
I think it's a deal breaker.
That DR.
That's only 60 miles. Let's say with their bullshit of 54.
I'll give it
52.
40.
Okay, 40. So 80 miles.
80,
but
yeah.
You're going to get quite a bit more with the Suzuki.
At the same miles per gallon. So we did 35 with the Zuki. So
You're
let's
right.
do 40 with the Zuki. You're going to get
120.
Yeah, more than that. 100.
With 3.5
gallons.
Right. Yeah. So see, these are the things that you really need. And I hope the audience is appreciating this.
I never got into this far.
Asking, because this is why I didn't just go buy one, because I would have effed up. I'd have went on a ride with you. Dude, you bought a bike with a 1 gallon tank, you fucking idiot.
You got a peanut tank.
Yeah, you're like, see ya, we'll get you on the way back. I'm like, well, nobody helped me. I don't even know what I'm supposed to get, Yeah, you got the Coleman bike with the pull start, you dipshit. So this is exactly why I want to do this episode. We're doing good, but we're going to have to wind it down.
Yeah.
We got dinner.
And there's so many bikes, right? We haven't gotten into some of the other, you know, the European bikes and stuff. We've just
No, this is just like what I'm
the common stuff that you can find on Craigslist, or you can go to your local Honda dealership or Suzuki dealership.
right.
So
the more mainstream stuff.
Yes.
That you're going to see everywhere. So
for the weight
I'm
and for the power,
Suzuki,
the Suzuki DR650 looks like it's going to take it.
I can't do the KTM. Honestly, I love it for the price.
Yeah,
damn it, dude. Not to see if I like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's half the price for the Suzuki.
Yeah. Brand new. It's not like you're skimping and buying a POS. Because my buddy bought his.
That's if I bought it brand new, right?
Yeah,
Because apparently it's hard to find them used, so I may end up having to buy it brand new.
My cousin that bought the XR, I rode it. It's an awesome bike, XR 650R.
Okay.
Power's great, rides great, but it's a used bike that guys tinkered with, and he put his own blinkers on it, and there's been some electrical gremlins.
That's the problem. Some of these guys try to make them street legal, and they don't even know what they're doing.
It's the one where you turn bar lock it to the right, and it shuts off.
Oh,
you
my
told me
God,
that if you
dude.
bar lock it to the right, it'll shut off. No way. Boom. Oh.
Did the Suzuki, did it have electric start?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's kind of good to have.
Yeah. Yeah. He has to kickstart that XR 650R.
Oh,
And it's got compression release, but
yeah, you got to stand up on it good.
Well, it's like a dance, right? He has to kind of prime the cylinder.
I remember that. Yeah,
And then
yeah.
if you do it right,
I
and
know
then
what you're talking.
boom.
You feel it and you get it right there, and then you go. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So when he kills it, that's what we do. We watch him do the dance.
Oh, God,
I
dude.
shut mine off and then I hit the button and it fires right back up.
Yeah. Well, I'm torn though between the KLR and that one, but like you say, I think they're killing the KLR.
You can still the
18s.
Premier has one.
What did
I had
that
one on the floor.
What did that one cost the KLR? Do you remember?
The camo
Brand new?
version was 71, and then I think the non-camo version was like $500 or $600 cheaper. So it's the same price.
So it's just right in the same price as that, but definitely where it stands out, the KLR is that gas tank size.
Which costs you some weight, but depending on the kind of riding you're doing.
Right. And if you weren't, like you said, with the KLR, if you're like, I'm not going for, I just going to fill it halfway.
Yeah, sure.
And then you save the 8 pounds or
Whatever.
8.5 pounds a gallon or whatever. Yeah.
Save 20 or 30 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I don't know. I didn't consider any of this. I didn't consider any of this.
This is good stuff. This is why I just started asking questions I'm learning. But you made a good choice for a first bike, because you really can't go wrong with it.
No.
I mean,
right.
And like you said, okay, if you got it like Rick did and it didn't work for you anymore, sell it and get the Honda or the Suzuki. Yeah. I mean, you got a good deal on it. You're not out anything.
Nope.
It got you in the door, and it wasn't a bad deal because it's very capable of all these different things. And you've learned a whole bunch in the process about rideability and tire pressure and getting lost and crashing and not being able to get it out. You know, I mean,
a ton of stuff
that I can take from you now and soak this in so that I can make this informed decision that will make me feel better about my first purchase of one
You can
of
learn
these.
from my mistakes, Grasshopper.
Basically, dude. That's what you do. You know, the smartest men in life, mate.
Yep.
You learn from your mistakes. What do they say? And you're a really smart man if you learn from somebody else's mistakes. You're brilliant if you learn from your own mistakes, right? Or something like that. I forget the saying. But
tough call. So here's for me, and then here's what I'll tell the audience: if you live at Dirt's back door,
like
and
us.
you don't have to ride. Well, I mean,
okay,
like literally,
we got to
like you
15 miles, right?
Yeah, 10, 15 mile ride to cool off road riding. Then you're probably better off getting a little bit lighter dirt style bike that you can do the trails, and
You're not going to ride to Alaska and do all this craziness yet.
you just need, or you want to ride, you can put a backpack on, ride down to the grocery store or whatever. If you have some riding, some street time, like I have to put in to get to the dirt,
Yes.
a little bit bigger, a little more street oriented bike. The one crossover that's not so much is the V-Strom. The V-Strom 650 is not in the same category as the XR, the DR, the KLR. And Yamaha's got some not.
Yeah, we didn't really look at Yamaha too much, did we?
They have the WRs and they have the YZF 450s. I don't think they have they have the Super Tenere. I don't know if they even make it in a small bike, but the V-Strom 650 is really more street oriented. Even the little 650 is really, it's a little heavier, and it's just really not, you could do Forest Service roads and stuff with it. You see that's $2,000 more.
I'm looking at it.
So,
yeah, we looked at this earlier.
A little bit. Yeah. So and
It definitely, for some reason, reminds me more of the BMW 1200.
They do.
Style. Not to compare it completely. I'm
Right.
just saying generally it looks similar.
And these are cheap everywhere. Like you can find these V-Stroms all over the place. I think they're marketed as an adventure bike, but it's kind of a stretch.
Right.
And it's like a budget adventure bike for gravel roads.
Yeah,
you
right.
could put kind of
very
a
well
90-10
said. I
tires
think
on it.
I agree.
But you're not
For Forest Service roads, but this isn't going to be a trail rider.
Right.
Right.
Yes. Not or wide open desert style
Yes.
stuff where there's not technical ruts and
Right.
the DR, the XR, the KLR. I've done some fairly cool stuff on them. I would not do on that for sure. Even the 650, it's not it. So the V-Strom in a different kind of category, like the Versus all on its own, just a different category. I don't know what they would qualify as, but the V-Strom is marketed as an adventure bike.
Okay.
So a lot of people call it an adventure bike and people ride them like an adventure bike. It's too street for me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. For what you've told me about the kind of riding we will do, this may not be the best decision.
Yeah. Now, if you only have one bike, maybe that V-Strom 650 and you put a 90-10 tire and then you're okay.
Yeah. And you are commuting back and forth to work. It is more roadworthy probably.
Yeah.
You know?
can ride the Forest Service roads, maybe occasional logging road.
Yep.
That'd be okay.
Right.
That'd be okay. If the money, the BMW's better.
Right.
But these are cheap, dude. You can find these used
look at
for
that.
like $3,000.
Brand new 8,700 compared to the Beamers are way up there, like 20 grand.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, aren't they? Like I was looking
It's
at
ridiculous.
some of those Beamers, the full Adventure.
Yeah, they're expensive.
But they're really road bikes. They're just a road bike for for the most part, right?
That 750, you put some good engine guards,
This thing here.
No. That's the
but
GS 750.
Oh yeah, the Beamer.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
You put TourTech, like the real engine guards on it and some legit aluminum saddlebags that can take a beating. It's probably not like single track rated. Like you wouldn't go in tiny little forest roads.
See, it looks so much like
it does look like
the V-Strom.
But look at where the exhaust is compared to that Versus. What was the other one we looked at that was an adventure bike that had the KTM 390?
Yeah, way down low.
Yeah, look where that one is.
It's low too, isn't it?
No.
It's higher.
Look how high it is.
Oh, I see. They step it up. Yeah, above the tire. The other one was a mid-tire.
Like mid-tire down by the
axle
swing
height.
arm. Yep,
Yeah.
right, exactly. So, no, that would be okay. It's mostly the weight.
Right.
But, I don't know. That's a lot of money, 12,000.
God, yeah.
Bounce off a tree.
If you really got into it, I can see.
Yeah.
But
or maybe if I only had one bike.
Yes.
Maybe that's it.
Exactly.
Or I'd probably step up to the 850. It's got another like 15 horse.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not that much heavier.
But dabbling, I just can't see that's a good starter.
No.
I could see that for a guy that's been in it for years and goes, okay, like, me maybe in 5 years, like, okay.
Exactly. Yep.
I've tried this little bike and I've sold this one, kind of like Rick's going through.
Yep, exactly.
And now I know what my needs are.
Exactly.
And I didn't have to break the bank to start out with the wrong bike like this, which is my fear. Well, I don't want to go drop 11. They've got a tax and license year up to 12 grand on this thing. And that's ridiculous to test something.
There was Craigslist. I would have, had I not had the KLR, I would have bought this bike, but I already had the Cowie and I'm good with it. It was like a 2015 GS BMW 850. I think it was a GS 850. And it was about the same weight as the Cowie, had like 80 horse. This guy had put a ton of stuff on it. It was 7,000. And that's a screaming buy. It was on Craigslist for a while. I'm like, dude, I would have bought that in a heartbeat had I not just bought the Cowie. Other than that, KLR, I'm pretty satisfied with it so far.
I like it, dude.
That would be
my pick.
That would be it too. Yeah.
Yeah. If I had that much money to spend on the KTM.
Cool bike.
Tell me this real quick without getting too in depth, because I know it could be a whole nother, because we need to wind this down. It's dinner time.
Oh, yes.
4 strokes KLR. What are we looking at for maintenance on these things? Again, this could go deep, but I mean, the 4-stroke motor, is it like something that goes
like
X
our
amount of miles and you
Harleys.
got it? Okay. So
Like
they're
your-
solid, like you can ride the piss out of them forever.
Yep.
This isn't something you have to rebuild
No.
pistons
No,
and
no, no,
rings and all the time, because
Not race bikes.
that was a lot of the 2-stroke stuff, right? Because you're wrapping
Back in
them
the
out
day.
and all
Yeah.
that.
High rev all the time.
High
My
rev.
KLR calls for 7,500 mile oil changes.
Oh, wow.
And
Super cheap using
it's cheap.
AMSOIL in it?
I will, yeah. I mean, the guy that I bought it from just changed oil, so I'm like, I'm going to use that.
Yeah, right.
I'll get my money's worth out of it. But the KLRs, DR650, the XRs, they're not hard on the motors. They're actually super easy. Those motors will run for freaking ever because it's all torque. It's not high rev. It's not high RPM. It's just torque.
So trannies are lasting too?
They're all manual transmissions.
And it's all chain sprockets.
That's the only thing is chains.
You just replace those every now and then.
And the more dirt riding you do, the more, like
grime when shit gets up.
Well, that and the constant on the throttle, off the throttle.
Stretches them.
A little bit. The sprockets moving back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
So chain's about it. I mean, really, other than that, it's a single sump, right? So when you change the engine oil, that changes the transmission fluid.
Oh, it is a single sump.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with any of this. So, okay.
Forks, fork oil every now and then. If you do a ton of off-road riding, I'm thinking, unless I put new suspension in do new springs and stuff in the KLR, I'll probably never change the fork oil.
Okay, that's good. What about these carburetors? They need much maintenance on these things? I tried to plug my
laptop into it to get it to read, and I couldn't find a Cat 5 port.
Oh, God, dude.
I don't know what to do with it. I have no idea. I think gas and air flow through it and goes in the motor, and that's it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, they need regular maintenance or anything?
No, it's just there.
Yeah.
They I didn't read on the DRs. The Cowies have some weird little things here and there that you have to fix, I guess, but so does everything.
Right. Yeah. So, Hardy's got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got plenty of
stupid
little
shafts.
Nuances,
Man, that makes me angry. Carbs are good. That's the funny thing is carbs are good. The carburetor's totally reliable. You don't do anything to them. The KLR.
But they are going away.
They are going away.
But all these bikes we're looking at are the Suzuki, the KLR, they're all carbs.
Yep.
This is probably fuel injected, huh?
Yeah, the KTM.
KTMs, they're already moving up, but expensive little bike. That's a cool bike.
Super expensive.
Like, damn it. That was like 12,000 or something.
Yeah, I think it was 11,900.
God.
That's a lot of money.
For that thing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So
tell me this. Yeah, go ahead.
Like the KLR, that DR650, there's engine mods, but not really that effective.
Yeah.
You're not going to squeeze another 40 horse out of it.
Just buy a different bike if you want. If you want that, buy a bigger, right?
Buy a more powerful bike.
Exactly. Yeah. Sell it to some guy and cash in and buy something a little more ready to go. That's the thing about these things. They're pretty ready to go.
Yeah.
If you do research like this and get what is going to fit your needs.
Yep. Right.
We'll end it up with the Pan America Harley.
Yeah.
Because it's coming out here in 2020 since we're talking about adventure riding now.
Look at where those bags are. They're like super high. At least it looks super high. Maybe
they are. And is that for a balance issue or what do you think about this thing? Give me your thoughts without having, I don't know if you've done a ton of research on it, but this is more of this would not be for kind of riding we're talking about. Yeah, this is more of the adventure BMW competition, right? Like you can ride it on Forest Service roads and maybe some, a few, like you say,
logging roads.
Yeah. Logging roads, stuff like that, and dirt, and it's definitely got the tires and the build, but this isn't something that you're going to be doing.
It's
really
a big
technical trail
bike.
riding or anything. Yeah. It's big.
Isn't it at 1,100?
Let's look down here. How much information?
I think someone said it was an 1,100.
Yeah, I forget.
But it's got a lot of horse. I think it's got 100 horse. That's a lot of power in a bike that big.
Yeah.
For off-road.
They just don't have enough information. It's supposed to release in 2020. There's been some specs. I've released a few things about it, but without getting into it. Anyways, the Pan America from Harley. I know, look at this guy. He's jumping it.
Yeah. I mean, I can jump. I could jump the KLR. It's a little heavy, but
that's like a logging road.
That's like Baja stuff.
Yeah. Baja.
You could do that Baja stuff on it.
Yeah, sure. It's
Here's
more
like that. What do we know about Harley? Never buy first run.
No.
Do not buy first run.
I guarantee, like the live wire, that frickin' thing's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks this is going to come in at a price point that's going to kill it as far as I'm concerned in the market. Kind of like the first electric bike. It's just going to kill it. And
I thought they wanted to come in like at 14,000 with this.
You may have done more research on them. I don't know. My gut tells me that it'll be the typical Harley thing, like around 20 grand.
Well, the fully loaded BMW, the GSA. Right.
If that's what they're competing against, then they're in there.
I thought the first thing I read last year on it was they were trying to get under the BMWs.
If they can do that, they have a chance of actually stealing some of the market share for the Harley people that want to get into this type of adventure. And I love the looks of it.
It's cool looking, dude.
I'm not against it. I just think it's going to be super expensive. And if it can come in at a good price point, again, not something I'm going to buy right off because I'm just dabbling in this, and that would be a ridiculous price point, even at 14.
Yeah,
you know, I mean,
you're right.
But I'm curious to see how it does. And later, like this would be the bike like that you would want to take
to Alaska
through the Alcan Highway and all that. Like this is the bike, you know,
right.
And like a Beamer or
right.
That's kind of what I would equate it to. So
I love the Moco. So if it works out, I'll get one.
It does, and you're right. First generation may not be.
I would stay away.
That's
my personal opinion.
Way to do that. My God, 2 episodes, bro, and we're right. It's time. It's
perfect.
time.
Let's do this.
We're gonna eat dinner. So that went. That's fine. Both episodes about an hour and 15 long. Thanks for sticking with us. You know, we love our patron members. We want to get to know you better. We want you in the live broadcast and chat. We want to meet you at the meetups and ride events, and we want you in the private Facebook group. But hey, if for whatever reason the only way you can support us is through a donation, I totally understand that. I totally appreciate it. We appreciate it. Andrew Justice gave a flat donation. Lewis Harnick of Canoga Park, California, a substantial donation after asking a question. And who else we got here? Oh, make sure I'm doing the right ones here, dude.
I don't know what's going on. The screen's moving all around.
I did these last episode. So sorry, you get thanks twice.
Oh, you did?
And Vincent Venozia. Yeah, see, I want to go down here. So let me thank these people too. This is who I wanted to thank. James Petrie of Kenmore, New York. I believe that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Michael Beckel and Blake Byron Walker. Thank you so much. LawabidingBiker.com/donate is how they did that. And yeah.
Awesome.
Woo!
That was fun, dude. I was looking forward to it. It was worth every penny.
I learned a lot. I think I have an idea.
The R650.
I've got it narrowed down to the Suzuki or the KLR, dude.
Or we put knobbies on one of your Harleys and call it good.
Yeah, perfect, dude. Perfect, dude. Yeah, I'll ride the old soft tail Dyna Lowrider S,
yeah,
dude.
There's plenty of power.
T-bars, it's light. It is light compared to my Street Glide. I get on that thing, it feels like a dirt bike, dude. You guys are awesome for hanging with us. And again, patron members will be getting this months before everybody else. Will put this in the back end of your patron accounts along with the live. Part 1 was live.
It was.
And live chat with our patron members. So, of course, they got instant access to that. So, yeah, we're building out the store, guys. Don't forget. The Law Abiding Biker Store. Keep checking back because we are doing the revamp on the website, and I'm almost done. I'm hoping in the next week we'll roll out the brand new look and feel, and we're going to start adding a ton more products for you guys from that point forward. So please, as we go into the holidays and stuff, actually I'll probably get this well after the holidays, but nonetheless, go there. And if you're listening in podcast format, check out the Law Abiding Biker Store. Definitely, by the time you hear this, the store will be in full force, and a lot of those new products will be available. We just appreciate you so much tuning in. I hope this was interesting. Like I said up front in episode 1, I think many of you are like us here. We just like to ride. And if money wasn't an issue and time was an issue, we'd have one of every damn kind of bike that I could get my hands on. And I'd have a big Jay Leno shop with nothing but every type of motorcycle, and I would ride all of them. So I think this is a good crossover because I know a lot of our audience, even in the private Facebook group, are dabbling with other motorcycles. Of course, we'll always ride our Harleys, always ride them cross country, thousands and thousands of miles, and that's my bread and butter. That's my soul, where my soul is. But I definitely want to get up there in the mountains and check some of this shizzle out.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, Oscar.
Hey, thank you.